Hello there, Internet. Hello there, YouTube, and welcome back to the Hermit Gamers continued solo hardcore playthrough of the game X-Men Legends 2 as Toad. We are focusing on a spinning only build, which is a kind of handicap build. Apologies to anyone who missed the last stream. I've been quite sick the last couple of days. Pardon me. I wouldn't be streaming today. Apart like I wouldn't typically stream Saturday, Sunday, but anyway, basically, I had promised that I would stream Saturday, and then I was quite ill, and I did stream, but I'd been messing around with some streams, like my settings and so on previously, and I had done some private streams so I could just test some things and check it out. And I left the switch on private, so I did my full stream. It's up there now. It's public now. It's listed now, but people probably missed it. There were no notifications, anything like that. Anyway, so. If you're only seeing this now, you can always go back and check that out later. But either way, we're going to continue on. Things were pretty uneventful there, apart from getting the finishing touches on the build. But we'll talk more about the build once we get in there. So let's go to the start screen and go into the game.
Let the games begin.
And here we are in the last episode, which no one saw. No idea if anyone will see this one either, but regardless, in the last episode, we got through the first two acts, the first two quests of this act, which I would argue are actually two of the most dangerous areas in the game. The core, because there's just a lot of dangerous mobs that have a lot of CC and can chain stun you and chain CC you and potentially kill you just on their own account. There are some potentially dangerous situations with undercloaks who take an eternity to kill if you don't have the right skills from Wolverine or Sabretooth, which I never do because I feel like it's a waste of skill points, even if I have them in my party, which I don't because I play solo anyway. You really can't afford to use those skill points if you're playing with them solo, by the way. Maybe if you bought it redistributed very specifically for the core and then immediately took those points back, then it probably would be a way to do it. Would take some pre-planning though. Anyway, I've got to have a chat to unlock this final quest. But yes, the core, very dangerous just because of the types of enemies, but also because there are enemies that can pop up you and so on, and there are areas where you can be ledged, which even if you're invincible, no matter what, it's auto instant death. Nothing you can do about it. Restart. And the boss of the core is also quite dangerous because he does a lot of damage and he can quite easily kill you if you don't have some way of kiting around his melee attacks. Which is quite tricky for melee characters, but most melee characters in this game have some mobility or they can just make themselves invincible. Like Wolverine and Sabretooth, for example, you kind of have to use like an ability that affords mobility to just sort of dart out after darting in. It's actually really fun. Like, have a blast. It's why I'm quite fond of Toad as well, although this iteration of Toad is very relaxed because of the CC is just so brutal on this nasty acid, which is a bug. I think I have mentioned that. But it's so good. So the way this ability is bugged is it's supposed to cause people to stick to the floor, and for some reason that does some kind of damage tick, but then it's supposed to do 0 damage. So it's ticking to check if anything is in the area, and I think it does that by doing some kind of 0 damage tick. But if you have gear, it will tick. This will add damage to it, and it ticks much faster than a typical DOT. It's like 4 or 5 times a second or something, and then you can increase it further with secretion. And because all the damage comes from the DOT, there's no reason to add points to this. So this is the one that we're going to be dumping points into, which is much worse skill. But we are, as I say, we are doing a spit-focused build, so no tongue whip, no. And the tongue build is typically the much stronger one, mainly because of it gains the damage bonuses from secretion, and because of the way in which this spit ability is bugged. You gain all of this if you just have 1 point in this ability. So if you're doing a tongue focused build on Toad, you can do this anyway. The damage would probably be a teensy bit lower because you don't have as much focus, but it's, yeah. The only difference, I guess, is the gear split, because you would want plus physical damage gear. And for some reason, physical damage won't activate the DOT ticks on this ability. This is really dangerous. I can't move at all. It's the slow from the hounds. So rough. When a bunch of them get you cornered and just keep blasting you over and over. But yeah, this is obviously not the safest build, but we're playing it for a challenge, because obviously I'm very aware that you can finish the game on Toad solo hardcore, not a problem if you're using a traditional... Hold on. So this is my ult, this is the only ult I have on this build, and it's the loot one, which actually... It hasn't been the worst thing. Like, I say it hasn't been the worst. I would rather be able to press a button and make things just instantly disappear. There's not a lot of question there. Now let's see what we got anyway. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Dual damage stat, really nice. Even if one of them is radiation damage. But yes. It's worth pressing the button. If I see elites or a good you know, like a big stack of these vases or something to break. Vases. Pots. Jars. Maybe this lot? I like his little cackle. Yeah, that probably wasn't worth it, but... I mean, we got a hunk of tech bits from it. And so this is our other spin ability, which is more of a kind of traditional point and click. Ah, the stun. It seems fine. I think it's going to come into its own more in the late game. Or perhaps in more enemy-dense locations, but we'll see, we'll see. For the time being, it's kind of hard to beat this. And it's a smidge unreliable sometimes, but we'll see. Oh, the slow. So sometimes it won't let you move through this stuff either, which, as I say, it's not the ideal build if you're playing hardcore, and there's a million ways you can get killed doing this, but it's fine. If I die, I die. I either start again, if I think it's worth it, or if I need to kind of avenge my pride, or I just say, okay, well that's where that run ended, unfortunately, but... Hold on a second. Pardon me. Right, I actually managed to mute my microphone then.
Don't mess with Toad.
And I think I mentioned... Oh wait, hold on. And the thing is like, I might as well use the extreme tokens whenever I have them. Because it's not like I'm saving them to use a better extreme. Oh, of course, a freaking hound comes from the grassy knoll. Oh my... the combination of like slow and demented auto-targeting is like so frustrating when it's like, you know, like please just like when I'm literally gonna take 10 seconds to complete the animation, can I not attack like in the freaking opposite direction of where the thing I'm trying to attack is? It's so tilting.
Could you possibly make...
And it's not like you can cancel the animation. You just literally have to just sit there and watch it and just be like, why? Why? I'm clicking on the thing I want to attack. I don't understand why I can't just point and click, and it goes in that direction. It's just console. Because it's a console port. I'm also pretty well convinced that they completely destroyed the auto-targeting in the Diablo 2, like the reboot of the game, because it, you know, because they made it for consoles as well, which I so resent when they make a game for console and in any way mess it up. Like, I don't care. The smallest change that's negative, and I'm just like, fine, well now you owe us crossplay. And they never do it. Like, especially in something like that, where it's basically like an MMO, and it's just like, why not? More players is better. More players is better for everyone. But there's no crossplay. It's very strange to me. But it is what it is. And as I say, the auto-targeting in that game is absolutely disgusting. Like, it's horrendous. It's bordering on unusable for some characters. And I played that game, like thousands of hours of that game back in PC. I don't know how that works, but yeah, back in like the early 2000s and stuff. And I don't remember it having janky auto-targeting. I remember it being really nice. Like, I don't think I would ever play that game hardcore now. I would never play it hardcore on Battle.net. I think right off the bat, that's just complete mistake. You know, being able to lose a character because of connection issues or lag spike or something like that, that like you just lose forever. I don't know about that. But, you know, I guess some people... I guess the risk is probably compensated for by the existence of trading. Because trading just makes progression faster and easier. Notice how me being slowed by the hounds essentially turns off the DOT. Like, DOTs in this game are like hyper impacted by slow and speed. It's why the combination of this spit thing with secretion is so devastating. And I think I mentioned in the first video, I explained how the DOT is integral to Sabretooth and Wolverine like being such DPS machines, particularly on like tough bosses, single targets. It's all based on interaction between... They have two different attack speed buffs. And then they have a stacking DOT, and it's like the attack speed buffs not only buff the pace of the DOT, but they buff the speed at which you can stack it. So you kind of double dip on gains. And it's, yeah, tremendously effective. But neither of their DOTs are at base as good as this one that Toad has. Like, the tick rate of this thing is just insane. And then when you can buff it further with secretion, it goes absolutely ham. Oh yeah, so A, I got a level, which is not the most important thing, but what does matter is that... Hold on, astonishing... 14 electricity damage. Oh, okay, so it's just a flat upgrade by an enormous margin too. That's really cool. Very nice, very nice. Nothing doing here. More spit mastery and more plunder. I guess, why not? It's 30 seconds. I'm giving this guy way more body than I realistically need to, but it's also like, I'm not exactly like running out of EP, and my damage seems really nice, so... Why fuss? But yeah, the music in this particular one is so much more epic. Wait, that's not what I wanted to press. But... Alright. Oh, okay, that's nice. We just got the whole extreme back just from the loot that they dropped. This ability, I can see it being dangerous though. It kind of baits you to overextend. Because it's like, oh, okay, well now I want to get as many kills as possible while it's active. But honestly, I'm having fun with this. I've got to try doing like some playthroughs with other, you know, just suboptimal builds.
Now you know, don't mess with Toad.
Mind you, Toad is... Toad is in a very lucky spot in that, like, even his bad builds are good. Alright, if you just want to run away, then... So here's the thing with Plunder. It's a little bit tricky to... You know, so here's the thing. A bunch of elites or a boss or something are like bearing down on you. You know, that's when you want to use Plunder. Pre-engagement, and then you kill them and then you get all the extra loot. But it's like... if they're bearing down on me and I take the time to pause and cast... use the cast animation for that ability...
Did you want something?
I'm potentially giving them time to kill me, or at the very least, get on top of me. Oh, that's an upgrade. Alright.
You won't find better prices anywhere else.
It's funny, this is like the loot goblin run because we have a looting ability, which I wouldn't typically have. And
Want something?
we just have really, really nice equipment.
Sorry, no crew.
Like, even this one that's like under-leveled now is still quite nice just because it's 2 different damage types. But that's the one we'll have to replace next. Incredible. Even if there's a lot of regular enemies, you're not, you know, I guess it's just like Diablo in that sense that, like, it's kind of multiplying 0 when you try to buff the drop on basic enemies. Now, I think we need to come back here. Man, levels coming in fast and furious. I like it. Oh, to hell with you. Get out of here. You don't get the best gains in this, and the EP cost does go up quite a lot. It is what it is, though. It wouldn't be a spit focus build if I didn't sink points into both of the spit attacks. And if I'm a little bit more quiet this playthrough, and I am a little bit sick, my voice is just, it sounds very raspy to me, and I always feel like I'm just about to start hacking up a lung, unfortunately, so I'm trying not to pad it too much. Yeah, let's get melted. But yeah, I was trying not to pad it too much. Also, I really like the music in this act. I'm just kind of vibing with it a little bit. This particular, not this act, but this quest. Hey, Jason. You kind of missed, I think you might have missed my previous stream, but that was my bad because I accidentally listed it private, and it's not listed private anymore, but it's, yeah, so anyone would have missed it when it was actually up and streaming. That was my mistake. I explained it all at the start of this stream. Now, these guys are going to be a bunch of jerks. So that's fine. Just let them chase us. I don't want to run around after all of them. How do I get through there? Man, it would have been so annoying to fight those guys in this big room. Ah, that's right. Listen and reflect. Read and contemplate. And now I should be able to. Pardon me. Sorry about that.
I'm large and I'm in charge.
Why is that little grub alive? Yeah, code names are tricky. I think I used to. I wrote some X-Men fan fiction back in the day, and I never introduced like a character of my own concoction. I think part of it was definitely part of it would have been coming up with some kind of cool code name, but I don't know. I just felt like I never had like particularly great ideas.
to hit.
Oh yeah, because and there's so many comic book characters out there. Like, you think you come up with something, even if you just deliberately try to come up with something like completely ludicrous. Just like, no one would ever pick this. This is completely insane. I know. I'll make a villain who is obsessed with the turn of the century and uses anachronistic and weird gadgets to fight the heroes, and I'll call him Turner D Century because that's a silly, that's a real character.
Give me someone else to hit.
I think the best character to play through this particular area, this temple. Actually, for me personally, it's Sabretooth because of the boss fight. But that's just a personal bias. But in terms of like gameplay, definitely Iceman because there's so much walking, just running from place to place in this tile set. And when you have Bobby's ice sled, you just freaking zoom. It's so nice. Like, I'm getting impatient doing this as Toad, and I have secretion, so I'm like running faster than most characters. But I'm still getting like annoyed by how long it takes just to get from one fight to the next. And Barricade is a pretty good codename for someone who's like super strong. Especially if they're like immovable or something, you know. And this is super scary. We don't like this aura. Let me move. Enjoy your xenomorph acid though, sir. Get out of here. Ooh, the stack. I love it. Alright, so it seems like if I place the goop before I get slowed, it preserves the DOT? Or that's how it seemed, because I was definitely slowed at the end of that fight. And yet the damage ticks killed that hound. Out of here.
Give me someone else to hit.
Boop, boop, boop. I hate that trap. It's just like a disrespect trap. Because like it doesn't stop you going though. There's no enemies. It's not gonna like ledge you or anything. It presents no danger to you. It's not even like, oh well, it CCs you for a second and then an enemy does some damage. There's never any enemies there. It's genuinely just saying like knocking you on your ass just to disrespect you. Forget how you get over there. And they will not walk in the goop.
Now you know, don't mess with Toad.
Yeah, don't mess with Toad. Is this a character that you've like done stories with or something, or is it just like a hobby to write out the characters? The slow. Okay, I see. So I could have teleported through there or something. No fuss. I see. All right. I mean, if it's a mutant, then I think part of the isn't part of the the whole point of mutants that they just develop it, and that that's always part of their character development. I suppose the fact that they don't ask for them or want them or anything, it just happens.
Now you will suffer. Now get me some respect. Give me someone
You
else.
always have my respect, Toad. Anyway, let's do this level. You know what? Let's pump Spit Mastery a bit. Give me money, give me item, thank you.
Seize the non-believers.
That makes sense. Do you have a preference of a Marvel or DC, or do you just take different things from either one?
I'm Lord, and I'm in charge.
Thank you. Step in my office. That makes sense. I guess mutants are kind of one of those things that are unique to Marvel. I mean, I'm pretty sure DC like has an equivalent, but at least my understanding of it is they don't have like they don't occupy the same niche in the world building where it's like, okay, you have this kind of oppressed outsider group that normal people apt to treat very badly and be afraid of and blah blah blah. More res. I'm loving it. The loot drops are so nice with this ability. And then here, as far as I know, I don't think there is a way to... Oh my gosh, that's so much damage. Yeah, I don't know if there is a way to, like, determine which one is real. I think you just have to go and investigate them until you get lucky. And metahumans in DC, aren't they also just like anyone that has a, you know, like a, not, you know, obviously not someone who like isn't human, but, you know, like someone like the Flash, who's just like, he's human, but he has some like special powers, you know? Would he not be considered metahuman? You ever see an X-Men show called X-Men Evolution? I actually really like Toad in that show. He's like a fairly pathetic character. He's meant to be kind of pitiable, but he's funny as hell. And most of the bad guys in that show just, like, they either kind of like generic silent mooks who just kind of, you know, muscle for the villain, or they're just kind of like angsty teenagers that, you know, they don't, like, they maybe make some bad decisions or something, but like Toad actually seems like a jerk ass, but in like a really fun way.
Congratulations.
And we are almost up to the act boss here. Hold on, let me see if I can get some extra loot off these guys. I sense it. This plunder ability is going to get me killed. Like, if I play this all the way, assuming I live through the normal playthrough, if I were to continue this on hard, like, most of the time you will die, and like, most characters are likely to just get unlucky and die in a hard playthrough. It can happen even on a normal playthrough. Just random bad guy bursts you down before you can eat potions or kill them or whatever.
Now you know, don't mess with Toad.
Oh, does that game have like a creator character? I used to use The Sims to like make characters. But obviously it's not, you know, you just kind of making a normal person and pick some clothes or something. But oh wait, I went the wrong way. Such a goofball. Alright. Oh, okay, I'll check it out. I did not realize you had your own streams. Do you stream at like regular times or anything?
Go no further.
Out of here. It's funny, I haven't actually played a Street Fighter game since, I think, like Street Fighter 3 or something, you know, the ones that used to be in arcades. Because I've never had like a console or anything. I mean, I think I had a PlayStation 2. Everyone had a PlayStation 2. Oh, Pink She-Hulk. I hope they put She-Hulk in Marvel Rivals eventually.
You'll go no further.
And Toad wins again.
I don't know why I'm not using Plunder more, but I kind of need boss packs around.
I'm live. I'm inside.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I was in a similar boat until quite recently, where it was like I couldn't even stream to Discord. It was just like my I couldn't even stream without turning Discord off because I would just run out of RAM. And just recently I got some more RAM, so I can actually stream different games now, not just this one. I still have a really basic connection though, so older games look a little bit better when I stream them, whereas if I were to stream a newer game, it just looks like mud smeared on my screen. It's really bad. And also I tend to put the settings down very low, so it's like a wombo combo in terms of how basic everything looks. But yeah, I think the most recent fighting game I played is Injustice 1 and 2. Though I didn't play that much Injustice 2. I bought it and then just never really played it. It doesn't bite often. I don't know that character though, the grappler. Are they one of the newer Street Fighter characters?
Don't have enough energy.
Destroy the heretic.
I did it. I won. Yeah.
Wait, Abomination like the Hulk villain.
Apocalypse.
Now you know, don't mess with Toad.
Okay, I can picture that. Did you like the way he was, the way like Abomination was in the the movie, the old Hulk movie, the one that came out before the Avengers? I've never really had big opinions on the Hulk movies myself. Like, I thought they were both fine when I watched them. Also, Patrick Stewart back out here telling me no again. Yeah, I imagine, particularly in something like Street Fighter, because it's probably like limited options. Break a couple more things here, and portal back. I keep going the wrong way here. It's driving me nuts.
Did you want some?
I'm so happy to see this. It makes me glad I waste all this
There's a lot
time.
to choose from, huh?
And going out, risking my life, fighting evil, trying to make the world a better place. Just to get sassed off by this freaking jackass. I haven't seen the She-Hulk show. I haven't seen most of the TV shows. But I remember that Hulk, the Ed Norton one, I think. That was Ed Norton, wasn't it? He was the Hulk. Anyway, I thought he was okay. I liked Eric Banner as well. I thought he was good too. And the guy who does him in the Avengers seems perfectly fine too. I can't remember his name. Sorry about that. Just randomly sneezing. But yeah, I think the temptation with a character like Hulk probably is to kind of soften them a bit. And it's like, because he is a pretty serious character and he just does naturally come with like a truckload of angst and all that sort of stuff, you can kind of make him, I don't know, he can kind of be like funny as well, but like, I don't know, I feel like it's like you kind of have to just dip into that well every now and then and not like fully lean into it and just turn the character into a joke.
We do hope you can activate the altar of the mind. It's been such a dreadfully long while since we had
Oh, I'll check them out. I just can't check it out right now. I mean, I'm in the middle of my stream.
Respect comes with that. Thanks, Rob.
I should have enough resources for this. Hey, 7 feet still pretty tall. Although I'm guessing there's probably more than a few characters in Street Fighter who are
Yes, no.
already, you know, extremely tall like that. And the CC from these shits is so frustrating. Luckily, they're pretty stationary, and you just kind of gob on them once, and
Destroy.
shush.
Holocaust, let me help. I can make you invincible. Then we will have our revenge.
What would that be, like Sagat and I don't know who else? Hugo or something? If he's even in that game.
I'm large and I'm in charge.
Let me ask 20 bombs. And last Stepford Cuckoo. Floor's lava. Floor's lava. Oh, okay, I see. I don't know Marissa.
I'm large and I'm in charge.
Out of here, Grunk. Come on. And that is this act complete. I don't necessarily want to wrap the stream up here, but I guess I can just quickly do some danger room missions or something. I haven't been keeping up with them. And I mean, an hour is typically how long I would, roughly how long I would stream for, but I guess I can do a few of these. Where's my boy?
Toad.
Keep your eyes on me.
The training course has loaded. You may commence.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's. I'm kind of just watching him for a while now. Shouldn't have put secretion on. What is he doing? There we go. Blah. Come on, you goofball, land. I'm on a freaking timer here.
Qualifying exam has been completed. Grade, passed. Congratulations.
That makes sense. So what would her weakness be?
Toad.
Keep your eyes on me!
The training course is activated. Begin. Qualifying exam has been completed.
Jeez, that guy got absolutely wrecked. That was very satisfying.
Congratulations.
2 free talent points, very nice. Do you have any easy ones here? 40 enemies. Small urns.
Toad.
It's goes on!
The training course is activated. Begin generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Oh my god.
Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Yeah, but I mean like a story internal weakness, you know, like if another character was taking them on.
You have completed all course objectives.
Damn, did I not do that fast enough?
You may now begin your course. Generating opponent.
You know, like if you were gonna write your character losing a fight, but they were fighting someone who, you know, just based on like the tail of the tape, they should win, right? Like they're stronger than them, they're tougher than them. But how would they lose?
Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Generating opponent. Excellent job. You have completed all course objectives.
Defeat 30 enemies is easy enough. The question is, yeah, I guess this would be a mission to finish up on.
Toad.
The course is now active. Generating opponent.
Give me someone else, Diggy.
Generating opponent. Nicely done. Generating opponent.
That makes sense. Game, please let me move.
All objectives have been successful.
And getting stuck in your own floor group is
Well done.
really rough. I guess I can do this. This is typically the one. So this danger room mission, I'm pretty sure it's this one, is one that you ideally would not finish because you can use it for power leveling.
The training course is activated. Begin. Generating opponent. Generating opponent.
Makes sense. My pathing thus far has probably been completely balked, but
Nicely done. Congratulations. You have successfully completed the course.
nice. And we got a rare, which I'll take a look at. I need to buy some more energy parts. But yeah, I was just gonna say, typically I wouldn't actually finish that mission if I'm playing through this game normally, because that one specifically you can use for power leveling.
Did you want
And once you finish a mission in the danger room, you can go back and play it as many times as you want, but enemies won't drop pickups anymore, so you can't exactly just like stay there for an hour, you know, collecting energy and so on to keep spamming your abilities and blah blah blah. Anyway. Just gonna save, head to the next act, and we shall continue this tomorrow. I'll also spend these skill points, I suppose. And I only save because this game is not the most stable on current Windows, and sometimes you always get cutscenes when you move on to the next act, but sometimes those cutscenes can cause the game to crash, so we save just in case. That makes sense. And this act coming up, I would say, is also one of the more dangerous acts.
Welcome to my home. No doubt I can only those agree.
we shall continue this act tomorrow. I'm going to wrap the stream up, and I might go check out one of those Street Fighter streams. Oh, I would love to see re-releases of these 100%. I don't even think they would need much, just like a coat of paint. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and checking out the stream. I'll check out your stream that you mentioned sometime tonight or tomorrow. Anyway, I'll be back and I shall continue this stream tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to take off. So thanks to anyone who tuned in, and I shall see you next time.
Loading, ready. Play with my computer. Play with my computer.
The sewer levels, yeah, they're really difficult actually in Act 4, especially that first one. Anyway, thanks a lot, man. Take care.